Welcome to this episode of Cooking with Kirby. If you're looking for an easy homemade pie crust recipe, this is it right here. This pie crust comes out really flaky and it's really easy to do. So no further ado, let's get into the recipe. Since you're here, hit the like and subscribe button and make sure that the notification bell is ring. Check me out on social media, that way you can get notification of all my new recipes. Before we get into the recipe, I want to show you the end results of the apple pie that I created. This thing was very delicious, but that crust was perfect. It was golden brown, it had good flavor, and it was nice and flaky. We're gonna start off with 3 cups of unbleached flour. Now all of my ingredients are cold. You wanna make sure that everything's cold, especially your butter. Now you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, and 2/3 cup of cold milk. And finally 2 sticks cubed of cold butter. Now we're gonna take our flour, salt, and sugar. We're gonna go ahead and mix that in the mixer. You wanna go ahead and make sure that you mix that well. Now gradually you wanna add your cold butter. Just do a couple sticks here and there, little cubes here and there. And this is on low speed. You want that butter just to mix in with the flour. What we're looking for is a nice crumbly flour mixture. And we're gonna do this for about 4 minutes. It is okay if you have little tiny chunks of butter because that's gonna add some air pockets into it. So once it cooks and melts, it's gonna be nice and flaky. Once your flour is nice and crumbly, now we're gonna go ahead and add in our egg and the milk. Once you put in the milk, the dough is going to form and it's gonna harden up. You're gonna notice that your stand mixer is gonna be having a little hard time. Like literally 30 seconds, go ahead and shut it off. Over a floured surface, we're gonna go ahead and bring out our dough. Now we are not gonna be kneading this too much, just like very little bit, because we do not want the heat from our hand to heat up the ingredients of our dough. We wanna, do this kind of fast, and like I said, we're not really kneading it. All what we're doing is just trying to get it together to make it into a ball. So that way we could put it in the fridge and let it rest. Once we get our dough into a ball, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it in some saran wrap or plastic wrap, and we're gonna be putting it in the fridge for 1 hour. We want it cold right before we bake it. After an hour or whenever you're ready to assemble your pie crust, sometimes I do this in advance and that way it's in the fridge ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and flour our dough, and this makes 2 sheets of pie crust. So you can do 1 pie or you can do 2 pies depending on what you're doing. So go ahead and separate it, and then we're gonna form each one of those sections into like a disc. A little circle disc. Just, wanna put it together, smash it together. And like I said, you don't wanna work with it too much because you don't want them to heat up. So all we're gonna do is just roll it out, and you don't wanna flip these. The side that has the flour, you wanna make sure that that's the same side that you're rolling on. I'm gonna go ahead and speed things up. That way we can kind of just get an idea of what the process is. It's really easy to do. You just keep working the dough. You're not there for too long. I was there for maybe a couple minutes rolling it out. Once you have your pie crust rolled out, you wanna make sure that it at least laps over your pie pan. To make this easy, all you have to do is just roll your pie crust around your rolling pin, and then you're gonna be transferring it over to your pie pan and just roll it out. Now you wanna just go ahead and adjust your pie crust around your pie pan. If you have any spots that are missing, just go ahead and crimp them together. Just make sure that everything fits seamingly. Like as you can see right here, there's a little piece that didn't make it, but you can just go ahead and pinch that together and basically build your crust there. Now we are going to be putting this back in the fridge for at least another 20 minutes to 30 minutes until it's ready to use. So once you get your pie crust situated, go ahead and cut off any excess. It's just as simple as that. In a couple hours you'll be in dessert heaven and you'll be enjoying whatever pie you make. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button so I always see future videos just like this and many more. If you have any questions or comments, go and leave it down in the comment section. I'll get back to you shortly. As always, I leave the full printable recipe on my website, cookingwithkirby.com. I'll leave the link in the video description and in the comment section so that way you can get the full printable recipe. Oh yeah, I have these recipes. They're really good. You should try them out. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.